Okay, welcome to the second of a series of videos on how to analyze essay topics. Let's have a look at the second one now. Fatima is a sinister character deserving of her fate. Do you agree? Let's start by underlining key words. Again, I want to hesitate to underline Fatima, but let's have a look at sinister character. Why am I underlining sinister character? Because I think there are some ideas behind that. We can think about what sinister means. Deserving. We need to think about what it means to deserve something. And lastly, fate. What does fate mean? I want to make a comment that I missed out on last time about do you agree? Okay. With the do you agree questions, you have to state a case. In every essay, I want you to be making some kind of contention or position, but it's especially true for these. You need to be arguing a perspective. How much do you agree with the statement? Now, for those of us who are less familiar with writing essays, we need to make sure that although that's true, I really don't want you saying something like, yes, I agree with the above statement. You need to be a bit smarter with how you're wording things. Okay, let's start with what we have here, a sinister character. Now let's think about what makes her sinister. So we'll start with her her character, her personality. She is a rude character, isn't she? All right. She will swear. She will hit. She will, insult. Yeah. She is a bully. Yeah. Who will push people around. She is an adulterer. All right. So she will cheat on her husband. So there's many aspects of her that she doesn't like, that we might not like. Okay. What's the second side of things? Her physicality. Okay. So what is it about her physicality that might make her sinister? Well, she's a cripple. Yeah, and she's defined by being a cripple. She's defined by being disabled, at least in this environment. And it's this that for the whole people, for at least Abdul, it's this that makes people think that she has no life. Abdul was surprised to hear that she had died because he was never really considered her to be alive. So let's have a look at deserving next. Okay, so what does it mean, deserving? Okay, did she deserve her fate? Well, she died. And she died in order to gain respect and to become a mattering person. So does the question that you have to answer is the fact that she's a rude bully who sleeps around, Does the fact that she is a cripple and she's defined by that mean that she deserved to take her own life merely to gain respect, merely to matter? Okay? And to what degree is that true? I mean, she was a horrible person. You know, we might add one more up here if we think about it. I'll do it in red. Is her actions. Yeah. Because the Husseins were wanting to upgrade their wall, Fatima, in her rage, trapped the Husseins and put them into a situation where their enterprise was lost. And as we were talking about last time, you know, that was their way out of Anawati. Fatima, for the most petty of reasons, destroyed the Hussein's opportunity to get out of poverty. But does it mean that she deserved to die, that she deserved to take her own life merely to gain respect? Should people have respected her anyway, and therefore she would have had a life, and maybe she wouldn't have been, you know, so much of these. You know? She talks about how, you know, when men would come over, that she would feel like the only part of her body that worked was desirable. That line really, you know, is meaningful for me. Okay, let's have a look at the last one, which is fate. We're going to go for orange for this. Okay, so what does it mean by fate? We need to decide whether it was a decision or whether it was destined. Now, in what sense does this mean? Now, in the sense of destined, I don't mean, you know, in a Macbethian kind of witch's way. What I mean is that was the social situation or the social confines so rigid that she was fated, that she was, you know, destined to commit suicide merely to gain respect. Yeah? Was she a product of her environment? Yeah. And the backup for this is all the other women who were, you know, eating rat poison to die in order to, you know, escape or to gain some kind of, you know, respect. Yeah. Is she really her own? Yeah. Person in control of her own fate, or is she merely a product of her environment? Okay, so now we have a few thoughts on this. We have the three ways in which she is sinister: her personality, her physicality, and her actions. Is she fated because of her social situation and she's a product of her environment? Or was she her own person? And how does that affect whether she was deserving to commit suicide, you know, when all she wanted to do was to gain respect and to matter? Consider these thoughts as you answer the question, as you respond to the topics below. Thank you.